Hi, boys and girls. It's time for our read aloud, okay? So in our Zoom lesson or class on Monday, I am going to start a read aloud with you, but it's a long one and we're not going to read it all on Zoom. So I'm going to read it to you now, okay? This is a fiction story. That means there are characters and an interesting setting and important events. Anytime that we read fiction, it's important that we pay attention to the characters and the setting and the problem. Today, when you're listening to this story, I want you to really notice the character's feelings, okay? Notice how he's feeling and pay attention to why he's feeling this way. So the events will be important, okay? And then when you're done with this, after you've listened to this story, you can draw and write to share what your favorite event was from the story. And it needs to think about the character because that will help you, okay? So as you're listening, pay close attention to the character's feelings and the events. Why is he feeling this way? And then you can draw your favorite event from the story with him, okay? This is called The Little Scarecrow Boy. The author, so the person who wrote the words, the author is Margaret Wise Brown. The illustrator, the person who drew the pictures, is David Diaz. All right, so let's get started. We're going to listen to this story together, and we'll think really carefully about how this character is feeling and why he's feeling this way. The title of this book is The Little Scarecrow Boy. Here he is. I see him on the front cover. I'm already thinking about his feelings. I see a big smile on his face. I wonder why he's feeling that way. I don't know yet. Let's find out and let's notice how he's feeling throughout the story, okay? And settle in. This is a fun but long read aloud. The Little Scarecrow Boy. Once upon a time, in a cornfield, there lived a scarecrow and his scarecrow wife and their little scarecrow boy. Here he is. I think this looks like the same character on the front cover. This must be the little scarecrow boy. And there's the wife or his mom. I'm looking at the setting. It looks like a cornfield for sure. I see the corn and it looks like their house is made out of the corn husks. Interesting. Every day of the world, Old Man Scarecrow went into the cornfield to make faces at the crows. And every day of the world, his little scarecrow boy wanted to come too. And every day of the world, the old man scarecrow said, "No, no, no, little boy, you cannot go. You're not fierce enough to scare a crow. Wait till you grow." So every day, the little scarecrow boy stayed at home all day and just grew. Boys and girls, do you remember we talked on Zoom about the word fierce? Say that word again. Get ready. Fierce. Remember, fierce means tough and strong. And show me your fierce face. Almost might scare someone away, huh? Fierce means a little strong and tough and almost a little scary. It says you're not fierce enough. So I'm thinking about that word. It's got to have a fierce face to scare those crows away. So every day, little scarecrow boy stayed at home all day and just grew. Now let's look at how he's feeling right now. I see him looking up at his dad. As the reader, I see the dad's face. Remember, I'm paying attention to the character and his feelings. The dad keeps saying, "No, no, you can't come into the cornfield." So as the reader, I know he's probably feeling a bit disappointed that he can't go into the cornfield. Every day out in the field, Old Man Scarecrow waved his arms and made terrible faces. He made such terrible faces that the crows nearly lost their feathers at the sight of him there, and they flew far away. Look at the dad's fierce and terrible face. Can you make one that might scare away the scarecrows? Every evening when the sun went down, Old Man Scarecrow came rattling home. And all evening, he sat in his scarecrow house, teaching his little scarecrow boy how to make fierce faces. Think about that word, fierce. Look at this fierce face. That might scare a crow away. Old Lady Scarecrow whistled through her straw teeth at the looks of them. Boys and girls, here I see this character. I remember that he wants to go into the field to scare the crows away. So I'm wondering how he's feeling right now when his dad is teaching him how to make fierce faces. As the reader, I'm thinking he must be feeling excited because the author told us that he wants to go into the field. He must be excited about that. Let's see what happens. But early in the morning when the sun came up, it was the same old no. No, little boy, you cannot go. You're not fierce enough to scare a crow. Wait until you grow. So the little scarecrow boy stayed at home all day and just grew. Boys and girls, here I see that in the setting that the sun is coming up. I know it must be so early. I see this character, the dad scarecrow, pointing no. So as the reader, I'm thinking about how he's feeling. Tell yourself, how do you think he's feeling? I remember he wants to go. How's he feeling? Did you say sad? A little disappointed, maybe even a little frustrated? Then, one day after the little boy had learned all 6 of his father's terrible faces so that he could make them one after another, he decided to run away. Stop. Check your understanding. Something big just happened. He decided to do what? Oh, wow, run away. Early the next morning, he would go out into the cornfield and he would frighten a crow. So before the sun was up, Old Man Scarecrow was up, or old Lady Scarecrow was up. The little Scarecrow boy slipped out of bed, dressed quietly on tiptoe, and went quietly, quietly, quietly out of the house. Boys and girls, we were asked to pay attention to the character and his feelings. Think about the events that just happened. What is this character doing? Think about how he's feeling right now. Tell yourself, maybe he's feeling a little sneaky, huh? Or maybe he's feeling excited. Maybe he's feeling motivated. He really wants to go out there and try out his fierce faces. Let's see what happens and notice his feelings. Over to the cornfield, up on his father's post and in his father's place. My goodness, boys and girls, check. Where did your understanding? Where did he just go? Right to his father's place. It was a fine, shining morning with the sun gleaming down on the corn blades. Crows circled in the air far away over the trees. The little Scarecrow boy waved his arms through the air. Are you seeing him do that in the illustration? Oops. He had never felt fiercer in all his life. And then came a flying big black crow. Oh, the little Scarecrow made his first fierce face. Look at his first fierce face. Make it. Let's notice what happens. And still came flying the black crow. Oh, he's supposed to be scaring the crows away. Did he scare that crow away? No, because it said, and still came flying the black crow. So think about this character's feelings. Remember that he was feeling so excited, motivated. He really wanted to scare this scarecrow away. How do you think he's feeling right now? Tell yourself. Maybe he's feeling really disappointed that nothing happened, or surprised. He probably thought he was going to scare that scarecrow away, or sad. Oh, the little Scarecrow boy made his second fierce face. Take a moment and notice the events. Are the birds getting scared away? And still came flying the black crow. Tell yourself, how is this character feeling? He's probably feeling bummed, huh? And his third face. Oh, time to go. So the little scarecrow boy ran, and he ran down the corn rows. The black flapping wings made a noise now. And looking back, he could see the blue sky through the ragged feathers of the nearest crow. Oh, boys and girls, how is he feeling now? He's running away from the scarecrows, isn't he? Why do you think he's doing that? How is he feeling? Oh, he's probably feeling frustrated. He might even be scared of the crows. Look at their sharp beaks coming at him. He's supposed to be scaring them away, and now they're scaring him. Oh, I'm interested to see what happens. Thinking about how the character is feeling and why he's feeling that way helps us understand the story. He ran and he ran. Then he stopped. Look at his face, his fourth face. And still came flying the black crow. So he ran and he ran and he ran. And the crow flew and he flew and he flew and he flew. And the little scarecrow boy ran. Look at his fourth fierce face. And look, tell yourself what's happening. How do you think he's feeling now? It's important that we're focusing on this character's feelings and why he's feeling this way. And then he made his fifth and next to fiercest face of all. And still came flying the black crow. The little boy had only one face left now, and hardly any breath. Oh, wow, he must have run a long ways. Even so, he stopped. Boys and girls, notice that this character did not get up, did he? Think about all his feelings when he was running. Maybe frustrated. Maybe he was feeling disappointed. Maybe he was feeling scared, but he is not giving up. That's so important. He's having perseverance to keep trying. Even so, he stopped. And with his arms stretched wide above his head, his fingers drooping on his hands, he gave the big crow. Wonder what he might give. Show me on your face. Or are you making a fierce face? The sixth face. Now remember, he only had 6 fierce faces. This is his last one. Tell yourself what you think is going to happen. Is it going to work? Is the crow going to be scared away or not? Let's see. And, whoa, the old crow flew backwards. Wait, what just happened? Something important happened. Tell yourself. The crow flew backwards. So was he scared? Yeah, you're right. The old crow flew backwards through the air, feathers flying everywhere until there wasn't even a shadow of a crow on the land. A scarecrow at last. The little scarecrow boy knew he was as fierce as a scarecrow as there was in all the cornfields in all the world. Stop. Tell yourself how he's feeling now. Check. Why is he feeling? Maybe the scarecrow's away now. He's been trying and trying. How do you think he feels? Did you say excited? Did you say proud? Happy? Joyful? Proud? Let's see. Look at his face. Notice his feelings. Yeah. All of those words would work, huh? Look at his smile. That gives me a clue. And then he saw a shadow in front of him, and he looked up. And there behind him was Old Man Scarecrow, his father. And his father was proud of his little boy who had made all 6 faces at the crow. And he picked up his little scarecrow boy in his scarecrow arms, and they went home to breakfast. Here you can see that. I see smiles on everyone's faces. Now, how do you think he's feeling? His dad is proud of him, the author said. He might be feeling good inside. He might be proud of himself. He might be feeling special, huh? Happy. And when the little scarecrow grew up, he was the fiercest in all of the fields, in all the world. And there you can see him No crows around him, huh? Boys and girls, I asked you to pay really close attention to the character's feelings in this book. So think about how he felt throughout the different pieces of the story. Maybe when his dad was teaching him the faces, maybe how he was feeling when he was trying them out on his own, maybe how he was feeling when the scarecrows were coming after him, or maybe you're thinking about how he was feeling when he finally scared that scarecrow, or maybe you're thinking about how he was feeling when the dad was proud of him. What was your favorite event? Think about how he was feeling and draw a picture to show why he was feeling like that, what was going on. And can you share that with Mrs. Clark? You could take a video or a photo to share what you're thinking about, okay? All right, boys and girls, I can't wait to hear your thinking. Great job.